Because again, I've been on YouTube for a very long time. I've been on here since I think I uploaded my first video in late 2015. And immediately I saw the level of toxicity of Black YouTube that really like shocked me.
The artist, formerly known as Cynthia G, has been signed to Weave and Sandal Records with her first hit song called I Don't Know How I'ma Pay My Bills Since I've Been Kicked Off YouTube. That should be a hot song on the top 100 Bandit singles and hits. But anyways, to be more serious, she has been kicked off the platform, and many people would have loved to hear what she has to say since she's been off the platform. But guess what? We have found somebody who's given her an exclusive interview, and that person is named Themis and Thoth. Now, I have never really heard of this particular YouTuber before. It appears that he is quite familiar with Cynthia G, and he did ask her an interesting question. Firstly, about is she coming back to YouTube? She said this.
Like it was already stated in Themis's post, I am working with YouTube on this. For people who have been around and have been following my journey on YouTube, then you probably already know that this is not the first time or the second time or the third time my channel has been deleted. This is actually the fourth time that it's been deleted. So I do have a certain level of confidence that if I really want to get my channel back, I can. The question though is, do I want to? Because it's been a difficult journey for me. So, I am working with YouTube. Obviously, I have a partner manager. When you get to a certain level of notoriety and subscribership on YouTube, you do get a partner manager. So there is a point of contact, obviously, that I'm going back and forth with. But
now, as you have heard, guys, this is very interesting. She said in this particular instance that, you know what? I don't know if I want to come back to YouTube, which I find quite interesting. You've had not one, not two, not three, but your channel shut down 4 different occasions. You said you've won every report, but why have you gotten your channel shut down that many times? It's because you don't understand the rules of YouTube. So you're going around here causing all sorts of issues, all sorts of problems, and everything else. But then, you know what? This second part is even funnier. Let's check this out.
You said you don't know if you want to come back, and that's interesting because it sounds like you, in some ways, have made a kind of decision. Like, obviously, you're still having your negotiation, you're still having your conversations with YouTube, but what do you not want to come back?
So like I said, it's been a very long, stressful journey for me on YouTube. Whether I was doing the pro-Black content or I guess you can call it BWE content, the response from the Black community was the same.
Yeah.
Attacks, trolling, threats of mass flagging and getting the channel. It's just been a very long, difficult road on YouTube. And then there is the censorship. We know that YouTube changes their terms of service, it seems like every other month. So the censorship gets worse and worse. The chances of you getting strikes or demonetization increases every time they change their terms of service. And to a large degree, it's become a very toxic space. That's why people, even before this, have seen me taking more breaks for longer. But I've been thinking about whether I wanted to be on YouTube for a while now. I don't think there would be any point in time where I'm just never on YouTube. But it being the primary platform, that's something I'm giving great thought to. I am giving some great thought to it because again, I've been on YouTube for a very long time. I've been on here since I think I uploaded my first video in late 2015, and immediately I saw the level of toxicity of Black YouTube that really like shocked me.
Now, this is a lot to be said in this part. Cynthia G is complaining and acting like a complete victim. Oh my gosh, she didn't know how toxic Black YouTube was, and she didn't know this, and she didn't know that. But let me just, for those of you who want to see how toxic she is, let me just play a clip of her arguing about aborting, like, Black men, and let's come back.
Telling a woman that she needs to be a single mother and go through the hardship of being a single mother in poverty, you're wrong for telling them
Who's
that.
to say that they would be in poverty?
Do what's best for them.
You're talking about two things that I have experienced myself, being a single mother of a Black male and have terminated my pregnancy. I have done both. So you're speaking to somebody who has raised her child alone and is going to school to be a doctor. Okay, so to tell me my son is a dusty is bull.
If you had gotten an abortion, and if it would have been much easier to do that if you had gotten an abortion.
Wow.
Keep it a buck.
So the reality is this: Cynthia G is trying to act like she's done no wrong, and she's not at fault at all. And people just hate her for no reason. And YouTube, especially Black YouTube, is a toxic environment. This is where the rubber meets the road. Like, this is the same person who made fun of a dead Kevin Samuels. This is the same person who's made fun of dead Black men in the past. This is a person who's even said, you know what, you need to abort Black male fetuses. And then you're gonna come back and say, you don't know how toxic Black YouTube is. It's almost like a drug dealer who sells crack in Philadelphia and comes back and says, you know what, I don't know why we have so many crackheads. Like, yo, what's going on? We need to clean up our community. The reality is, man, like, she has no sense of self-awareness at all. On one hand, she's talking to YouTube to get her channel back, but you know what? She doesn't want to get her channel back because, she values her mental health. Your mental health is the reason why you let Robert Perkins booty clapping sounds, and the reason why you're so in love with Tariq Nasheed and stalking Corey Holcomb, because they don't want to deal with you. You see, YouTube and Black YouTube is not your problem. The toxicity is not your problem. There are a lot of people on Black YouTube that never get into the toxicity. And I'm gonna tell you like this, I used to get into some arguments and stuff here and there on Black YouTube, but you know what I found out? Let me stop live streaming. And ever since I stopped live streaming, I don't have any problems. I don't get into any kind of beefs on Black YouTube. And Black YouTube is not just an all drama filled place. It includes comedians, it includes all kinds of sectors. People are in Black YouTube. It's very versatile and they don't have any issues like you, but you're the one going out here spewing all of this particular hatred, and now you're mad because you think that Black YouTube all of a sudden is this toxic place. Certain elements of Black YouTube can be toxic, but you got to realize one thing: you are also a toxic individual, and this is why your channel has been shut down not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. And the reason why you want to get back into YouTube, it's simple. YouTube is a money thing. A lot of money is being made on YouTube. And you make a lot of money on YouTube, despite the fact you have not changed your content strategy up. You want to be on here calling people beta males and calling folks out their name and, calling people worm food when they die. You just want to be very egregious and insidious, and you think that's okay. You feel like you should be able to come onto somebody else's platform and be insidious and just be shady and grimy and have that attitude towards the people in your community. But no, you don't really get to do that. And you're here like having some of your folks set up GoFundMes, and now you're on Patreon and doing all of these things, and you want to come back to YouTube because why? YouTube pays the bucks. You don't see a lot of females caping for Cynthia G because, well, they really never cared about her that much in the first place. And all of this was a show to pretty much exonerate herself for whatever she's been saying, blaming everything on YouTube as if YouTube is the problem, but you've been shut down 4 different times. Clearly, you are the only person involved in this whole time frame. I know people who have been on YouTube for 10, 12, 13 years, and they have never been shut down ever before in life. But somehow Cynthia G, who comes onto YouTube, who comes into Black YouTube, a place where she say is so toxic, you know, that she might not even want to come back on YouTube again. Somehow you have a problem with keeping your channel up, and you have people out here defending that, like a lot of these ladies in the comment section who are talking about, oh my God, they love you, they can't wait for you to come back if you come back, but they're not helping that GoFundMe, and that is the truth. So that's why you keep coming onto these men's platforms, try to get your stuff out. But that is exactly what they do. Again, having this hatred and vitriol for Black men has done nothing positive for you at all. There is nothing that you can gain from that. Hating Black men or hating Black women or doing anything of that sort is not going to get you any better in life. And when somebody wants to tell you that, you get upset, you get mad, you get pissed off. But guess whose fault it is? It's your fault. All right? Your fault. Completely your fault. So the question is, why is it your fault? Okay? You got your channel shut down. Nobody got your channel shut down for you. You knew the rules. You knew all the obligations, but you didn't care because you wanted to come on here hating on Black men. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again. Another episode of the Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do. Serve the bell. We're out.